Hey guys, it's Pineapple Lumps here, back here with another video. This time we're just going to go over the auction house again and the gold badge method. So I've got a few gold badges I need to cash in today and a few other things. I'll talk about some good investment tips that you guys can use to hopefully make a bit of MT for yourselves. And we'll be cashing in what we've sold on the auction house and see how close we can get to 1 million MT. So I've got the auction house full at the moment. I'll put all these badges up and hopefully by the time I finish work in the morning, a few of them are sold and I'll cash those in. Also, I've got a few things in the auction outcomes that I'll cash in, see how close we can get to 1 million. It's just a method I've been using. I've made a video on it before. It's just buying the gold badges, filtering through the good ones, buying them for cheap and just flipping them back on the auction house. It's been an easy method that takes 20 minutes or so, half an hour maybe, just to buy the ones you want to buy, chuck them on the auction house and then just flip them. So all I do is, whatever badge it is, I'll just go through all the gold badges, have a look at the price. Wow, Intimidator's gone up quite a bit. I'll see what's cheap, I'll buy it, and then depending on the price I'll put it on for whatever. So if I picked up an Intimidator for 5k for example, I'll have a look at the cheapest one, which is going, or the cheapest buy now, which is going for 10,300, and I might put it on there for like 8,950 or something like that, maybe even 9,500, and 9 times out of 10 it'll sell because it's still a big difference. So I've got 3 Intimidators in stock at the moment, so yeah, that's all I do, and I'll just go through all the gold badges and stock up on the badges and then just flip them. As you can see, there's only 2 defensive leaders, so I'll pick that one up for 33.50. The other one's going for 74.50, so I might chuck it on there for maybe 6,000 or something like that. So yeah, I'll make a couple of grand profit off just that one badge. Yeah, and that's all I do. I just filter through all the badges, and it's a really good method. Depending on what time of the day it is for you guys, is obviously you'll get it cheaper. Best time to pick up the badges and stuff is after content's been released. People are ripping packs, and obviously gold badges and even silver and bronze badges come out in the packs, and that's probably the best time to get them, so you can get them really cheap and then throw them up on the auction house. So that's the method I've been using since day one pretty much. So I'll go through and I'll have a look at all these gold badges and then just pick a few up, keep them in stock, and once the other badges sell that I've got on the auction house, then I'll put those badges up. The other thing is challenges. So the challenges over here, people are going crazy for them at the moment, the season agendas. I'll have a look what's on there and just make profit that way. So like the other day they had that Tyler Hero. I ended up buying him for, I can't remember what it was, 6,500 or something like that. So he's still going for quite a bit. By the time I sold him, people really wanted him, and I think I sold him for like just under 10 grand. So you can make profit just by holding on to players. Like I said before, because the season agendas are out, you don't know what players you'll need. So I've been collecting a lot of cards. I hold on to a lot of the current NBA 20s. As you can see, I don't lock in any of the sets or anything like that. There's no point. It's not worth the tokens, and you lock up all that MT. So when there's any challenges, like the other day there was a Golden State Warriors challenge, having 5 of those players for unlimited. I don't really play unlimited, so the price of those Golden State Warriors players went up, so I flipped them all and then just bought them back once the challenge had finished for cheaper. So if you're pulling packs, if you spend your MT or your VC on that, just hold on to those players. You never know what challenge is going to come up, and then I think most likely there'll be something where you'll need your players, or you'll need the original player to play a season agenda, and you can do it that way. So holding on to players is a good thing this year, and then just flipping them when a challenge comes up, and then you can just buy them back for cheap, so you make a lot of profit. Yeah, I'll show you the options I've got on the moment, so we'll just cash all these in. Coaches the other day, so here's a perfect example. I bought Sapphire coaches for less than 1,000 each. I just held on to them. I was just trying to collect a few cards, and as you can see, I sold them all for 9,500. They all sold within less than 5 minutes, I'd say. So that's the thing about holding on to cards. So if you got those cards, You got one of those cards and you're in your collection, just hold on to them. Yeah, it's definitely worth holding on to the cards this year. So yeah, hold on to those cards. And as you can see, all the gold badges that I've got, I've sold them. They go pretty quick. The Deadeyes, the range extenders, the clamps, all those type of badges go for quite a bit. They're high demand. But if you haven't got a lot of NT, the Interceptor badge is a good one to pick up. You can usually pick that up for less than $2,000 and sell it for about $4,000. Same with Trapper badge. That's usually a cheaper badge that you can still flip for probably double the amount of profit. Buy it for less than $2,000 and flip it for $4,000. So that's just the method I use, and it just works. And then that way you can just play the game. So you put all these cards up on the auction house, wait for them to sell, and then you can just play the game as you normally would, whatever mode you play, do your season agendas or whatever. A lot of people grinding for that Stephen Curry, so take advantage of that because they're wanting to work towards that season agenda. So any of those agendas that come up, there's like the Bam Adebayo or the Tyler Hero like there was the other day, and then jump on those and sell those for a really good profit. So every card has value this year. I've already said that before. So that's the main method I use. I buy players, I hold on to them, I flip them, I use the gold badges, I flip them, make a profit on them. As you can see, the range extender badge has gone up quite a bit in the past couple of weeks. As you can see, I've sold that one there for 12,500. So like, there's some big profit to be made on the gold badges, and it's probably the best method for me in Aussie. The best time to buy those badges is in about 9 PM Australian Eastern Standard Time, between 9 and 11ish. That's probably the best time to sell it. Maybe because everyone in the States is asleep, or what the deal is, or at work or whatever. So that's probably the best time to buy badges and players if you're in Aussie or New Zealand. I think we're going to make it up to 1 million NT, so that's awesome. Yeah, this is just an easy method. It'll take you about half an hour just to throw everything on the auction house and buy the ones you want to buy. Once you sell them, just purchase more badges, flip them, then you can just buy all the players you want to buy and still do it. So there you go, one more badge and I think we'll crack the million. There it is, million NT, and we've still got badges to cash in. So yeah, like I said, if you've got any questions or anything like that, if you want to know any tips, I look at the auction house quite a bit, study the players. I've got some really good tips that I might make some more videos on about it. Yeah, just down there in the middle is Tyler Hero, so I sell them for 10 grand. I think you could buy them now for maybe 2 grand or something like that. Also, the players that are in the NBA Finals, so any of the Lakers players or the Heat players, if you want to pick up any of those, if you can get any of those players cheap, no doubt there'll be a moment's reward for those guys, and you'll be able to cash in that way as well. So we'll finish this off, see how much we end up with, and we'll just go from there. Should be new packs tomorrow, so that should be good. When new packs release, obviously prices are low because there's so much flooded with the auction house, all the cards, so then that's the best time to pick up players. Hold on to them for a while and then you can just flip them later. Cool, we end up with 1.1 by the end of this video. I'm no money spent, so I don't buy any NT or VC or anything like that. I just play the game and work the auction house. If you've got any questions, hit me up and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.